Hello. So they say you should, within the first 30 seconds, get right to it, according to what you titled your video. So let's get right to it. I want you to trust me to advertise on my tumblers. Now, I know that you've been seeing tumblers all over the place, and that's why we have the one in front of you up first. Just a simple tumbler. And yeah, we do those, we do the ink drops, and that's what you're used to seeing. But I am coming to you, and we're doing this live also. Um, so if anyone tunes in, we'll have to talk with you. But what I'm trying to do is have you have your trust in me to do advertising on tumblers. And I will give you an example. Okay. Imagine that your company is on a tumbler. Okay. You're trying to get a new client. You're trying to grease the palm of their hands, trying to make an impression with them. What better way to do any of that other than the fact that every time they take a drink, they drink out of one of your cups? All right. Um, our company, Harley's Doggy Dog World, and I'll put our email and our link down below in the comments when I'm done here. Like I said, I'm doing this as a live video. So if you tune in live, we can have a conversation back and forth. Um, but I started this off with the sublimation, and actually, we started off with the ink dropping. I'll give you another example here. Here's one my wife did. So this is what you're used to seeing. Everybody all over TikTok, all over everything that you look at, everyone's dropping inks, and that's how we got started. And man, they're fun to make. It's a blast to make. All right, and we will always continue doing this. So, Harley's Doggy Dog World myshopify.com. I'll drop that link for you. We can customize these all the time. All right. There's that. I got beer mugs that I do. This one's still currently being done. That's why the blue tape's on the chrome. So we do stuff like this. But where my heart really is with doing this type of work is I have a love for riding my Harley. I love going to bike shows. And since I make cups, I want to be able to make cups for bikers. That's what I want to do. All right. So the ultimate goal is full week of bike week. Why I'm working, take my bike with me, enjoy a little bit of time, and there we have it. Pull up with your bike, put yourself on one of my tumblers. But for a business and for you, whether it's a small business, a corporation, what better way to advertise than actually on a cup? Everyone drinks out of a cup. Okay. Here's another example too. If you're ever worried about, oh, I have a picture of my bike and I just don't like the background, so I wouldn't want that on a Tumblr. Let me worry about that. Show me your favorite picture. And the best way to do that is when I drop the link for Harley's Doggy Dog World at gmail.com. We can communicate back and forth all the time. But let me worry about that. So this is my wife on her bike, and she was originally in front of the house. So we got rid of the house and we inserted this beautiful background on her Tumblr. I don't even know where the place is. We just did it. It was fun. Okay. This had a background, and we call this like a they call it like a blurred. So there's still a background. I know where it's at, but we wanted to white it out for the Tumblr. So you have that version. But what I recently started doing, and of course we have what we started off with. I could put your pictures on there all day long. We could do pictures. We could do anything. Okay. But what I really want to make appealing is we could do anything you want with these. This happens to be oil field. So you got the oil truck, you got the company name up top, an employee name on there. You have the truck on there. So with these tumblers and the computer, we're able to do whatever your imagination will allow us to do. I want to work with you back and forth. Um, for example, let's say this was your company, okay? And I made this as a prototype. And you said, all right, Joe, I don't like how wide that is. I can shrink this down. I can make the truck different. I can do a different background. We could change the background to any color you want. We could put your website on here. As much room as we can fit on here, we can do whatever the work is. And the best part is I'm working right off of either my laptop when I'm on the road or I'm working from my desktop at home. So there's nothing that when you advertise on these, there's nothing that can't be done. And the best part is a lot of people, they want to do, they want to do the ink dropping, a cup like this, and they want names on here, they want sayings on here, they want all kinds of stuff on these. And the truth is these are custom, one of a kind, and the more detailed you get, the longer the work becomes, the harder it is. Going over to the sublimation, and by the way, sublimation, if you don't know what it is, it's a special coating on this steel tumbler, and this is a fusible ink. So when I press it on here, it's permanent. Okay, so that's what sublimation is. You might be more familiar with that with shirts. We do it with cups. Um, so here's another example. This happens to be another client. He has a radio show. He has the sponsor. We have his website on there. We have a logo on there. Now, this is not the final version of this. Actually, I will show you the final version since we're live. Let me walk over here to my shop over here on the other side where I do all my sublimation. Oh, I got another example over here too. So I'll bring this one with me also. So I'll bring both of these. So the best part about this is when we're making these up is, so this was a prototype. I just printed that one out, give them an idea. Now we don't always just print them out. This customer happened to be with me for a while now and bought several of these tumblers. Okay, so we went from the prototype here to, this is still a printed version. All right. Now this is all backwards to me because it has to be backwards to go in the cup. So what we readjusted was his name, getting fitted across America. We turned that into the hashtag Marine Corps veteran. We turned that into the hashtag. I actually put the Marine Corps symbol on there, which is not copywriting because he's actually a Marine. His sponsor was the company here, his website here, and his radio show. Okay. So when this wraps around the cup, there we'll have it. Okay. So this is what we work with. And if you become a client, a customer, a friend, I'm able to work with that on the computer. I'm able to do different things for you, change it around as much as you want, you know, and then we make up a file for you also. So, like, if you wanted to make something else in here, we could shrink this down. We can move it over. We could shrink that, come down. We can pull that up. We can remove the picture. We can insert something else. There, it's endless possibilities when we're working on the computer and making prints before they actually go permanently on your tumblers. All right. Um, like I said, I love working with bikes. So this was actually done live. So this is a Harley. So I picked this bike. I picked the background. I picked the writing. And I'll turn this into a tumbler. Matter of fact, I did. I took it to a bike show already, or not a bike show, but a a vending show. So um, give it a thought and really think about it. I see so much advertisement out there all the time, but we are constantly we drink out of cups. All right, we're always drinking out of the cups. So if you have a small business, if you have a show, if you have social media and you have a lot of followers and you're uh, constantly running things on there and giveaways and stuff, why not sponsor yourself on your own cup? All right, put your name on there. Put what your followers do. Give them away to your followers. But especially like your businesses and all. What better way when you're trying to land a new contract or something? At the end of that meeting, you hand them a tumbler to drink out of. And what better business card? Every time they take a drink, they're going to be forced to look at your website. They're going to be forced to look at your business name. All right. So there's all sorts of things you could do. You know, you trucking companies out there. Everybody always wants, times are tough right now. So money, 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 money. In the world of business, is not always the answer right now. Things are tight. But if you scale that down and maybe hand this to your employee, put their name on there or something like that, just have a box ready to go. You have your salesman. Hey, I want you to land that sale. Take a tumbler with you. Make sure they don't forget our company. An employee of the month. Take a tumbler. Give it to them. Hey, thanks for a good job. It's a much cheaper way, and it still shows a lot of appreciation. So, and if you're in a business, so we, I normally don't talk about prices. I make you go to the website, but in the case like this, we normally sell these all day long, $25. Okay. Whether it's something for Valentine's, $25. Okay. If it's from a bike show that we do, $25. We don't change that price. The only thing that might increase that price is shipping when you buy from us and we have to ship it to you. That might be the only thing. Okay. Um, all the advertisements that you can do as a business, $25. All right. Radio show, advertisement, sponsors, $25. We don't change that price for an individual tumbler, and I am the cheapest on the market. You can put me to the test. Um, this is a hot business right now. There's a lot of people doing it. I don't compete with them people on TikTok and the other apps. I live in the real world and I go to corporations. Um, so I'm trying to be more appealing to the business people. And when I say business, I mean anything. If your business is grooming dogs, we want you on a Tumblr. If your business is a weed shop, or because they have dispensaries now, we want you on a Tumblr. I don't care what your business. If your business is a professional jumper, I want your business. I want you on a Tumblr. Okay. Now, the only time that prices will change is when you order in bulk from us. So, if you want a individual on a monthly basis, like I said, whether you have a whole bunch of writing or you just have a picture, we keep them at $25. These sell for a lot more than that, and we charge accordingly, according to what we feel that they should be charged. And I work with you too. So send me the photograph, send me what you want. We go back and forth and we get it perfect before we actually print it. Now, I said that the only time that the price will change, let's say that your first order from us is a whole case of 24. You immediately go from $25 to a $20 per tumbler and a 24 pack deal. Okay. So you're saving $5 right off the top. That's the deal that we have when people buy in bulk. If you go 2 cases from me or more for the duration, we drop it another $5 to get you down to $15. But that's big quantities. 2 cases or more. That's a lot of cups. 48 cups is a lot of cups. And then beyond that, that way we're not making much of a profit margin, but enough to keep us in business. So even at 25 hours, we cut it kind of close with the work that we do and everything included in there. But we allowed for the bigger corporations, the businesses, the mom and pop store, to, if you're going to order in bulk, to make it worth your while ordering from us. So think about it, give it a try, ask me a lot of questions. When I get done here, I'm going to drop in the bottom harleysdoggyworld.myshopify.com. Now, if you go on there, you're going to see a bunch of blank tumblers. You're going to see a couple other things. We use tumblers for a lot of things. So if you go on that website, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention it here. We cater to everybody, including smoke shops. But yes, we turn it into that, and that's what I'm referring to. So you can go there and check it out, and you'll see, and they're all going to be blank because we deal with custom cups. That's all we do is cups. That's what we specialize in. But better yet, if you're interested in advertising and having me go on my computer, sending me what you want, having me work something out for you before we print on the cup to see if you're even interested, contact me. Let me put something together for you. If you have photographs, if you have the photographs of your logos, of your company, of your building, of yourself, if you want that part of your advertisement, of your website, I mean, send it to me. Don't worry about if the picture's perfect or not. Let me worry about that. That's my job. All right. So I'm going to drop the link for the website, which is all custom cups. And that's usually the individual that goes on there. But if you're a business and you're thinking about more than one, contact us at harleysdoggydogworld@gmail.com. And I'm going to drop that in the link so nobody forgets that. Okay. So thank you for your time. Like I said, I know I did this on a live, but it turns into a video for YouTube. So it's just as good. It's better than having to record a video. Keeps me honest too. So all the bloopers stay on here. All right. So that's what we do here. We make tumblers. We make sublimation for bikers. I love. That's my dream. Ride a Harley all the time. Work sometimes. That's my dream. We drop inks. You want custom ink? We will drop it. You want custom tumblers for you and your loved one? We'll drop that. You got a bike? Send me the picture of your bike. I'll work that out for you too. We'll get you on there. Anything you want, we will cater to you. We work for you. All right. Thank you very much. I hope to hear from you. I'll get to work on dropping those links. Have a good night.